I want you to welcome to the show the fabulous Equinox Orchestra founders, Jeremy Davis and Clay Johnson.
Yeah, thank you.
I heard about a mansion he has built for me in glory. And I heard about the streets of gold beyond the crystal sea. Oh, and about the angels singing and the old redemption story. And some sweet day I'm gonna sing up there the song of victory. I said, oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. He sought me and he bought me up with his redeeming blood. Oh, he loved me, yeah, I knew him, and all my love is due him. He plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing. I said he plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing blood.
And that's really kind of when it hit me that I really feel like it was the Holy Spirit intervening and helping me to pray for what I needed to pray for, even though I really didn't even know what I was praying for.
Equinox Global Missions was born in 2014 in the slums of India when Jeremy Davis and Clay Johnson traveled to India to help Christian ministries there with the daily work of serving the sick and the poor in orphanages and villages. That life-changing trip was the spark, the seed that would eventually grow to be Equinox Global Missions.
Jesus power, superpower. Jesus power, superpower. Jesus power, superpower. Jesus power, superpower.
The next summer, at the invitation of a struggling pastor in Halifax, Nova Scotia, they loaded a bus with their talented friends in the fabulous Equinox Orchestra and their wives and children and headed north for their first official musical mission trip.
So it'll be us really using our most powerful weapon, so to speak, to be able to communicate the truth of the gospel.
Their objective? To use this fiery, hot, and soulful Southern big band to connect the church with the Halifax community. And it happened in spectacular style. They headlined the Halifax Jazz Festival as guests and representatives of the church. Then, they invited everyone to bring their Canadian band students to a music camp hosted by the church and led by the Equinox crew. The next adventure led them overseas to Poland, where they partnered with Pro-M and Compassion Christian Church to connect Polish charities with their Polish communities. The fabulous Equinox Orchestra entertained thousands during the Contact Rouge Festival. In addition, they performed at a home for children with special needs and a summer youth camp. Between performances, the team members put down their instruments and served at a Polish nursing home, where they got their hands dirty, sanding and painting the facility's neglected walls. The relationship formed in Poland led to an interest in a musical mission to a place they had always wanted to visit, the Holy Land of Israel. In the summer of 2019, Equinox Global Missions embarked upon their first Holy Land experience, a musical missions tour with friends and fans. This life-changing spiritual feast for everyone came through the combination of outreach concerts and biblical excursions. One of the most poignant performances was for a group of Holocaust survivors in Tel Aviv. The term survivor is given to anyone that experienced the horrors of World War II and also their children and grandchildren. The evening reached its pinnacle as Clay sang a stirring tribute of remembrance in their native Hebrew language. This inaugural trip set a high bar for EGM, and in 2022, following the pandemic, they returned for their second Holy Land experience with more friends and fans in their caravan, and plans are now being made for their next visit. Also in 2022, EGM took world-class musicians into 9 elderly care facilities, 2 homeless missions, 1 prison, and 1 refugee site. Additionally, they produced educational programming in 5 underserved schools and 1 crisis pregnancy center. And they performed 3 benefit concerts for domestic and global disaster relief. Logistical and financial obstacles have always been present, but each project has opened the door for new partners and donors. EGM would never have been able to accomplish all of this without generous gifts from concerned friends like you. Whether it be a national disaster relief trip, educational outreach for underfunded schools, or a small group in an assisted living facility, faithful giving partners make this work possible. Equinox Global Missions is a 501c3 nonprofit organization whose mission statement can be summed up in 3 simple words: entertain, connect, and serve. We seek to entertain underserved audiences, connect charities with their local communities, and serve with hands and hearts to help meet existing needs. With your financial partnership, you will help this good work continue. From performing for the elderly and suffering, to teaching music in schools, to uplifting domestic and international populations in need. Our goal is to use the gift of music to bless people across America and around the world. Thank you.